We bought this house a few months ago and the plumbing downstairs looks impeccable. It's this beautiful newer cast iron look. Take a look. Everything looks nice. However, the sink clogged upstairs and inside the pipes is this black, disgusting buildup of grime that I have no idea how I'm going to clear out. Ugh, it's frustrating, it's disgusting, and I think I have a plumbing job in my future. I think I'm going to have to replace all of this with PVC because for some reason this buildup is prone on cast iron. It's so disgusting. Ugh. Well, I finally find out why my pipes are not draining here. I've never seen this type of connector, but it is cast iron. The problem I'm having is absolutely everything inside the pipe is completely clogged with this black grimy sludge. So I've got two options. One option is I've tried to shop vac it out. There ain't no way with the best shop vac I have that it's going to take the grime out. Second option is I can snake it and try to break free all of that grime, but it seems it goes as far as the eye can see. So third option is take the piping apart, replace it with PVC, or take the piping apart, try to clean it and put it back together. I'm not sure the best thing to do at the moment. I do think taking the pipes apart is going to have to be in my cards. So let's get started with that. I'm going to disconnect all these little joints and unions. Again, I've never seen this type of connection before. It's like this little steel mesh wire with a rubber underneath it. I guess it's the way they connect cast iron pipes together. My biggest fear is that I'll have to disconnect up behind the wall. So apparently when they did this renovation of the kitchen, I don't know why they picked black pipe or cast iron. I'm not sure. So we can pop this one off here. Alright, now that that's free, we can loosen up the joint like this. In fact, I might as well just break through it completely. You ever smell that cast iron smell? It's not cool. It's dripping. It's dripping everywhere. You guys see how disgusting this sludge is coming out of here? So even when I break it apart, you can see nothing can exit down the pipe. So gross. All right, that part's disconnected. I think what I'm going to do is come down to the other end, disconnect the pipe that goes into that Y right there, and hopefully I can clean this pipe out and not have to replace it and just put it back together. That's my plan. Grab my handy dandy tools. That thing is leaking everywhere still. Drip, drip, drip. I placed this Coca-Cola thingy here so everything can drip right onto that. We'll go tackle this one down here. Once I get these disconnected, the pipe should be free. The only thing that's going to be holding it up is the joist hangers. I am hoping that it's not clogged down here. All right, let's break it free. and see what happens. Oh no. Holy cow. What is going on? Jeez Louise. Huh. Okay. Well, now we have to take this one apart and we have to find out if the clog is only in the small pipe or if it's in the big pipe as well. Oh no. I'm going to attempt to lower this pipe down out of the way so I can access this stuff more. And it's going to be simple as popping out a nail. Or so I think it's going to be simple. Huh. Once it goes, it's gonna go because it's gonna be heavy. It's gonna be heavy. There we go. That's free. This side is just dangling in midair. The other strap is holding it up. So I think what I'll do is tie it up here for a second while I go loosen the other side and let this pipe down. And hopefully that will be enough to keep it from crashing to the ground. Okay, it's off. I'm holding the entire weight of this pipe down here by myself. And we gotta slide that way. I think we're gonna have an issue. How much flex do I have in this pipe? Okay. Go around without breaking. Please don't break. My plumbing. Oh, it's going down. Shoot. The other side. Oh no. If that falls, I'm in trouble. It's hanging on by a thread down there. I just need to get over this edge. I'm gonna have a plumbing disaster. Okay, I just have to let it go. Oh no. Okay, down it goes. Oh. Cast iron pipe is down. Nothing broke. It is heavy. And it's, from my observations, completely clogged to the max. There ain't nothing getting through there. Let's just hope that nothing else is affected. Time to check it out. For now, I am going to take this big cast iron pipe and put it outside. Oh boy. We're going outside with it because that's where I'm going to end up rinsing it off anyways. Okay. Hi. This is so heavy. Oh, there ain't no point in putting this back up. I have it down. I might as well switch to PVC. Just replace it. I think what I'm going to do first is take this little elbow off. Actually, I have no idea what I'm going to do. I'm hoping it sounds hollow. I'm hoping this side here is large enough that the water can pass through, even if we put some boiling water down the pipes and maybe break down this debris. The worst case scenario is I'm replacing 3-inch pipe all into the basement here, and I'm assuming it goes all the way out to the septic. How fun would that be? Oh, wow. What am I looking at? Okay, I'm getting the shop vac. All right, so from behind that junk, let's see what we can see. I think we're golden. We're good. I got a little bit of buildup on this side right here, but it doesn't seem like that this part of the pipe is clogged up. I can see down in there. I can see water. What is that? Is that water? Something. Oh yeah, it's soapy suds. Soapy suds. So we're good. Whew, that was a close one. Now the only other step is, I know I'm clear down there. From here to the sink, I have to get this clear. So let's pop the vacuum on and see what comes out. Now you hear that? The vacuum is under constriction. That means it's plugged. It's plugged. So my next step, since the vacuum is constricted, I'm gonna try to put a bucket there. I'm gonna go upstairs. I'm going to pour some boiling water down the drain and hopefully free up any of that stuff that's plugging it up. So this is my fix. Luckily enough, I have a hot tap, plus I have hot water. This hot tap is very slow, but it puts out boiling water instantaneously. You can see it's smoking already. And while that water is getting hot, I'm basically going to fill this up and then throw it on the stove just for a couple of minutes so I can get it extremely hot, break apart any of that debris, and cross my fingers. So yesterday I did use this snake right here, and I went down as far as I could from the top half. Now that it's exposed from down here, I'm going to try to use the snake and clear some more out before she dumps the hot water. She is in my wife. So I'm going to try to insert the snake inside that pipe. She's listening to see if... she's waiting for the water to boil. I'm going to put the snake in there and try to break free any of this corrosion that's built up. Got pretty far in there. Probably hit a corner, and now it's time to spin it. And then push it in further. I'm at a jam. Oh, I think I got past the jam. Now I'm in another corner, so. It's disgusting. Is it boiling? Is it boiling? It's black sludge. Oh! Oh! Oh. Oh. Oh my gosh. It's all over me. It's all over everything. All right, you can dump it in. Oh, jeez. I better hold it. It's boiling water. I better not let it miss. Oh, crap. I just hope it's not more than 5 gallons. Okay. All right, it's all clear. She doesn't know the mess that's down here right now. She has no clue. Well, I did the first round of cleanup. The next is to use some foaming application. This is going to clean it up, but the problem is it stinks down here. It is very smelly. Well, I got the first part cleaned up, and it's a lot better than it was. I've seen better days, but now it's time to get a materials list together and head off to the store to see what we need. Replace this in PVC. So I already know I'm going to need a coupling right there. You can't go from cast iron to PVC without using a rubber coupling. So I will be getting some rubber couplings. Let's see exactly what we need. A 2 1/8, a 12 1/8 bend. See, I've never heard of a 12 1/8 bend. That's what comes out of there. So 45. How am I going to convert that? I'm going to call Jeff and find out what he says a 12 1/8 bend is. What the heck? So I'm out here disassembling this part of the pipe. I want to make sure I get duplicates of this in PVC. You guys can take a good look at how nasty and built up this is. There's nothing passing through this pipe. There's a lot of corrosion there, and let's see what it looks like inside of here. This is the big 9-foot section that is completely clogged all the way down. I'm not even going to attempt to mess with that. So it's off to the hardware store to get what we need, put this thing back together so we have a sink that works. Got what I needed. Hopefully it won't be too expensive. Let's get back to the house and put this bad boy together so we can wash some dishes. Alright, step one, I'm back by the way. Step one in rebuilding my plumbing system is I need to recreate the clean out that they had. So this pipe right here, this will exit down and out to the main drain. This will be the clean out end, and this will tie back into the sink drain right there. So we just have to cut a couple of pieces to make this work. So I have my handy dandy handsaw. It's actually Joe's, thank you very much. So I'm gonna cut myself just a little teeny piece right here. And I'm gonna show you what that's gonna do. There's the first piece. We're gonna clean off all the burrs. Just like a pickle can, when you want to open these up, tap them on the side like that, and they should open right up. Primer goes first. Oh, ooh, a little hard. Oh. Oh gosh. These things are a pain in the butt to open up. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh my goodness. Primer first. What that does is actually soften the plastic up. So when you put a little bit of primer on here, it softens the plastic up and it allows the glue to really set deep inside the fibers of the plastic. Set that down there. We'll prime our other joints. Now I chose to not use a threaded clean out. I really hate working with threaded clean outs. So I actually went with this test plug as my clean out option, but the test plug doesn't fit inside of the pipe like this. You actually have to put this piece on first. So now we go ahead and apply our cement like so. And you always want to apply a liberal amount of PVC cement. We're going to put this on here and we're going to slide it in place. You want to put it on both surfaces. Now, the dreaded moment when you push this in, you want to push it and you want to hold it in place. And the reason why you want to hold it in place, for some reason, physics can push the pipe out. And then when you're not paying attention, you got your back turned, this piece will just go and squeak on out, and then you got yourself a mess and you have to start over. You only have to hold it for about 10 or 15 seconds and then take a look at it. We're all good. So my clean out is right here. This is called a test plug. This is going to go in here and we're just going to spin the wing nut like so. And now if I ever need to access the clean out, I don't need a pair of channel locks or pliers or anything like that. I can just use the clean out. I can use this little wing nut. All right, next step is to figure out if this 45 is going to work properly. All right, so I held the piping in place up there, and it's going to be something like some weird angle like this. The thing is, I don't have a street elbow. I couldn't find them in stock. A street elbow, I wouldn't need the use of some of this pipe right here in between. I literally would be able to slide it already in. It would be built into this adapter right here. However, in my case, I have to cut a short piece of PVC to go here, and then I need to cut another short piece of PVC to go here. This way, my 2-inch rubber coupling, also known as a Fernco, will slip over both sides. Once this side is complete, we can move to the other side, get the Fernco and the elbow hooked up, and then figure out our overall length of pipe right down the middle, turn the sink on, and be good to go. So this time I actually have to measure. I'm going to go halfway into the Fernco, which is 1.5 inches, and then the depth of this is about 1 inch. So I want 3.5 inches. I need 2 of those. That will give us enough for the Fernco, and then I need just a 1 or 2 inch piece, or a 2-inch piece of this, 2-inch piece of this to go in there. Blah. So let's figure out. I don't know if I'm the only one, when you measure, you don't use a You don't use a pencil. You just put the tape measure on here and you look and you say, okay, I need a 2-inch. That brings me to the semicolon on 1041. And now I know that's the right length. No pencil needed. So my clean outside is already taken care of. I already know that this is already set up to receive that, no problem. We're more worried about the angle that's going to go into the existing pipe coming up from the sink. We know that this is going to be static. So let's go ahead and put that piece in. Remember, liberal amount of glue on both sides. Push it in there. And hold it for a couple seconds. Yeah. I don't know if that will work, but probably not. And look and see if it's moving. It is slightly pushing out. Oh, hold it steady. There. Now, we know this is going to go here. Somehow. We don't know which angle yet. We don't know which angle this is going to go at yet, so we're not going to attach it. But we do know the Fernco is going to go on the end of this. So we know this piece is static. So let's go ahead and prime and put that on. We only need to put primer on the side that we're using the glue, the adhesive. The other side's going to be a Fernco, so we don't need to prime that. That is a mechanical bond. Before I do that, I have to show you guys something. Which one looks bigger? These are identical pieces, and this one looks bigger. Watch this. You want to see some magic? Now which one looks bigger? It's crazy. In fact, there's a secret. If you ever put your PVC plumbing together and you get a pressure test done, you find a leak, what you're supposed to do is put a shop vac. You're supposed to go around to every single sink or device, put in a test plug, then you're going to hook up a shop vac to one of these, and you're going to suck air through the system. As you're sucking air through your plumbing, you're going to go ahead and apply your primer, which is going to suck it into the system, and then you're going to apply your cement, and that will fix any areas that you may have failed to apply enough glue and you have a slight leak. So that's that. We know we're going to make this connection like that, but this is going to be the Fernco. Let's go ahead and add the Fernco now on one side. Fernco's good. I'm not going to tighten this up yet because I don't know if I'm going to need a little bit of that play to get my angle. And I'm not going to glue this together until I know the right angle I'm going to be at. But now we can get the other side ready. Let's prime this one. And I'm not adding glue to it yet. I'm just going to add the primer to the one side. Yeah, boy. I'm going to tighten this up just a little bit so it doesn't fall out on me, but I'm not going to tighten it up so much that it falls to the ground. I can still move it around in and out if I need to. I just got dripped on the head. All right, we've got our 3 parts ready. Clean out, attachment to the sink line, attachment to the old cast iron, and this is going to replace the entire middle section that was cast iron. So let's go ahead and prime the ends of this so it's ready to go for us. Oops. And let's get the other side. Never mind, I can't get the other side until I know my exact length, so we will be making our cut from that side when we get our exact length to go from there to there. All right, here's the old one. This is how we're going to connect with this rubber boot. Stick it on there. Now this might be a little bit challenging because this cast iron has a little flange on it, which puts it larger than the 2-inch pipe. So I'm gonna have to really stretch this over in order to get it to work. We have to loosen this fern co up a whole bunch more. Okay, let's give that a shot. Okay, that is golden. Now we're going to tighten up the bottom. This will make a leak-proof seal, the rubber against the metal. Brilliant, brilliant idea, whoever came up with these. They also give you enough room to have a little wiggle room for mistakes. Put this bad boy in here, like so. I will not be tightening this up yet. I'm going to leave it loose. I'm going to go grab, I'm going to go install the other side right over there and connect it onto the 2-inch cast iron. Let's tighten that up. We know that's not going anywhere. Our next step is to dry fit this angle because we don't know where it's coming in at. Now from here, we'll attach this all loosely fit and find out what we have to do to accommodate the new pipe. That's up there all loose fit. I'm going to take this pipe and I'm going to put it through a loop I made down there. So down there I used some of the old strap hinges to hold my pipe, and I can take a look and see how far I got to mark this. All right, that end of the pipe is touching the front edge, so we're going to add an inch. So wherever we're at here, we want an inch plus an inch. Wow. I have hardly anything to spare. I bought one 10-foot piece of pipe. Let me show you how much I have to cut off. This is how much I had left over. I only had this much left over, basically up to the A, and that's all I had left over. So let's cut off what we don't need. Are we ready? Now comes a little bit difficult part. Well, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the glue to one end first and I'm going to apply the glue to this end first. I'm going to stick it in there and I'm going to rush down over there, apply the glue and stick it in. I don't want to put the glue on and have it harden up before I'm ready. So let's go ahead and get this thing. Everything's primed already. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get this loaded up with the PVC cement. And we're gonna slide this in to its home. Make sure it goes all the way in, and we hold it tight for a couple seconds. Ample amounts of glue, or cement if you want to call it that. Put that in place. Oh yeah, and hold it tight. So I have a feeling the pitch of this is not a 1/4 inch per foot. So when you're dealing with residential plumbing, you need a 1/4 inch per foot of drop. And I'm looking at the space along my 9-foot span, and I'm realizing it's almost parallel. There's nothing I can do about that short of dropping all the other piping, which would be a disaster. So let's just hope the inside of this PVC is smoother and water can travel faster, and we're not going to have the same issue again shortly. Now all I have to do is tighten this up. This is the end of the Fernco. That will complete my connection on this side. We should be able to go upstairs and test the water as soon as I tighten the Fernco down on the other side. Now, if you remember correctly, I didn't attach this permanently right here. I'm going to mark it, and this is where I'm putting it back together, because I didn't put the glue on right here because I didn't know what angle I was going to need. Now that I know the angle, we give it a mark and put it back together with the adhesive. Now, as long as my 2 marks line up, I know I'm good. Hold it for a second. I'm gonna hold it while I push it in there. There we go. And we can tighten up that Fernco. Done. All right, guys, it's the moment of truth. Joe's gonna be my eyes down here. I'm gonna go up and turn this on. We'll come down and check it out and see how good I did on the plumbing. Can you hear me? Well, it's draining. Now we got to clean up all the nastiness. What do you know, Joe?
Oh, you're not dripping.
The sink is running right now.
Yep.
You see how I used a test
Yep.
plug for a
Yep.
clean out rather than the threaded stuff, so nobody has to find channel locks?
That's right. Beautiful.
I can hear the water going through the pipe.
Yeah.
That's good.
I think you got it.
Job well done.
Now let's see it back in production again.
Now go do the dishes.
Yeah, right. We can run the dishwasher.
Perfect.